Fisker Mama Harchin. Agus Falcha Gu Raise Duolingo Adventures. So for this video we're going to talk about countries. So let's take a look at the tips in countries. So countries, Gaelic on tour. So most countries in Gaelic are grammatically feminine and many of them have a definite article in front of them. The rules you came across in the animal skill for using the definite article with feminine nouns can be seen in action in a lot of places in this skill. So, a Yarmalch, Germany, literally the Germany. A Chumri, Wales, that's almost like the Welsh, Cymru. And Tuin, Sweden. And Rhang, France. And Rush. And oh Christ, and Elvish. Elvish is Switzerland, right? Contrast this with Alaba and Erin, which do not have a definite article, obviously because they're Gaelic-speaking countries. Although Ireland's more Gaelic than Gaelic, but anyway, not important for this one. Ans. So whenever we want to say something is in a place preceded by the definite article, the word, then we have to use ounce. This is, remember, when we use the word in, it's ounce, it's or oun, and depending on what, like in a cupboard, ounce, press. But when we use the definite article, it changes to ounce. Ha mi ounce an rang. I'm in France. Ha mi ounce a Yarmalch. I'm in Germany. I do hope I'm pronouncing these correctly. Compare this with that's just what I was telling you about. Compare this with the place that is not preceded by a definite article. Ha mi an Alaba. Ha mi an Bu. I'm in a shop. I'm in Scotland. Blah blah. This is an example of one of Gaelic's 4 cases in action, the dative case. There is more to explore with ounce, and we will use this further as the course expands. Yeah, so prepositions, things get complicated. Sorry, I'm used to complicated prepositions because I studied German at school. So, yeah, I know it's going to get complicated. So, na Duchenen Celtach, the Celtic nations. So Scotland is one of the 6 nations where a Celtic language is spoken. We come across some of the Celtic nations in this skill. So Alaba, Scotland. Hilly, wet, generally awesome, of course. Erin, Ireland. We've come across them before. Less hilly, wet, generally awesome. Irish is closely related to Scottish Gaelic, especially varieties spoken in Donegal. Yeah, I've actually spoken to Irish people. My Irish geography isn't great, but they said like Ulster Irish is more closely related to Scottish Gaelic. So, and if you do know a bit of Irish, then Gaelic is. I think I've said this in a previous video, but Gaelic and Scottish Gaelic and Irish are similar but different in the way that, say, Spanish and Italian are similar but different. Like if you knew one, you'd understand a little bit of the other. Anyway, Ellen Vannin, the Isle of Man, famous for cats with no tails and fast bikes. Manx is closely related to Scottish Gaelic. Achumri, Wales, hilly, wet, generally awesome, great singers, not bad at rugby. Welsh is less closely related to Gaelic than Irish or Manx. So there's some similar words to in Welsh to Gaelic. Welsh has a mutation rule that's quite similar to the lenition rule, which I haven't really studied that in great detail, but and the only other word I can think of that's similar is the Gaelic word for money is arigid, and in Welsh it's ariad. that's one similarity. Anyway, a horn, Cornwall. Although legally part of England, many believe Cornwall to be a distinct nation on its own right. The Cornish language, which is closely related to Welsh, is being revived and the number of speakers is growing. And lastly, a Vreton Vague, Brittany. The Breton language is similar to Welsh and Cornish. The Gaelic names treats as the Little Britain. Interestingly, the Irish language word for Wales and not Brittany is an Vreton Vague. Okay. Right. Anyway, let's start the lesson. This will be handy for if Scotland ever joins Eurovision. Speaking of which, ceol is music.
Ceol.
Ha ie te furach aan een Inish Chile.
So that's they are living in. Iniscila is, I'm going to say it's Iceland, because America is America and Africa is, yeah, there we go. Iniscila. I know what that means.
Chile. Inish Chile.
It doesn't tell you the individual words, it just says Iniscila is Iceland.
Ha fólain choma.
Fólain is Poland, I think. Poland is so good.
Ha fólain chomór.
Ha.
Fólain.
Fólain.
Poland is so big. Oh, bugger, I missed the article.
Stalum a fib voor.
Oh. That's I like a feeb for the Highlands or bagpipes?
Fib.
The Highland bagpipes. The Highland bagpipes.
Ha a jeremolch kutramach.
Germany is important.
Ha mi a furach aan een Ilan Vanning.
That's I live in the Isle of Man, or I am living in the Isle of Man. In the Isle of Man.
Va mi aan sa Chumri.
So I'm in Wales, or I was in Wales. Was in Wales. There are cats on the Isle of Man. Ha catch on an Elan Vannin.
Ha sin a gubber aan een Inish Chile.
Says we are working in Iceland. Oh, excuse me. I am living in Iceland. Ha mi a furung on an Inis Chile.
Stalum ceol gomór.
I like music a lot. We live in the Isle of Man. Ha sin a furach an an Elan Vannin. Highland bagpipes are important. Ha a fi mo vor kudramach. I'm in Germany. Ha mi ansa Hiermal. I was in Poland. Fa mi ansa Folan. I was in Wales. Fa mi ansa Chymru.
Ha fólain chomór.
Ha.
Not getting caught.
Fólain.
What was that? Ha?
Ha fólain chomór.
Yeah.
Mór.
Not going to forget the this time. So there we go. That's first lesson of countries complete. So let's continue. Oh, there's 5 lessons in this one. Right, let's continue. Children, clown. We've
Clown.
had that. Tree, crowth. get a pronunciation? Oh, apparently not.
A bhfuil a chlán an an scoil.
Are the children in a school? Greece, Araig. And we're not getting a pronunciation for that either.
Ha a Portugal cuma inchneach.
Wonder, could that be Portugal maybe? Portugal is really interesting.
Ha rovig.
It is too small. Row is 2, isn't it? Just assuming because it would be the only thing that made sense.
Va rolua.
Va,
Va.
ro.
Ro.
It was so
Lua.
fast. It was too fast.
Ha alapanuag glénoch.
Nova Scotia is very nice.
Ha a Gaelic Arling.
Belgium, maybe? Belgium is lovely.
Ha chruv mór.
Cruv. Oh, that's the cruv. I was right. Remember, we had tree earlier. The tree is big.
Knock.
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 Snog with a lenited snog. The other tree. A chruv ile.
An taluiv a grec a charstjen.
A greg. Right. So, do you like Greece, friends? Belgium is not so big. Chanil a velg chomor. Chami a gauge craf. I'm stealing a tree. Learn all the useful phrases. Good old Duolingo. Wasn't Greece? No. Nach,
Nach.
rov,
Ro.
a, greg, blah.
Wa.
Portugal is excellent. Ha,
Ha.
Portugal.
Portugal.
Portugal. Ma, heen.
Heen.
Okay. Seems to be learning all the European countries here. So yeah, if Scotland ever goes to Eurovision, we're sorted. So 12 points to Portugal, which I think would be. I haven't learned the word for points yet, so I couldn't tell you what that would be. Maybe we'll come across when we'll learn more numbers. I would assume. Rahat.
Rat.
We've come across that, and Spain.
An rat godún J.
The road to Dundee. Prefer the road out of Dundee, but hey, Drochage. We've had that already.
Ha a Portugal ansen Roinorpa.
Portugal is in Europe. Rad or tree.
A veli grianach ansen Turk.
So is it sunny in Turkey? Would make sense.
Ha sasain ansen riach gönigtje.
England is in Rieche Unichtje, the United Kingdom.
Va me ansen riach gönigtje. Va
Me
ans an riach
Unichtje.
gönigtje.
I was in the United.
Hai rohe.
It's too hot. not a phrase we ever use in Scotland.
Chanil mi amsen rush.
I am not in Russia. Is there snow in Turkey? A veel snacht aan een Turk.
Hami amsen Spain.
I am in Spain. Is the food hot? Too hot. A veel am bier rohe. Ro is one of those words that causes a lenition.
Istalun en Rhaenorpa.
I like Europe. I am not in Russia. Chan
Chan
il
il
mi ans
an
Rush.
rush.
There is not good weather in the United Kingdom. I know there isn't.
Chan
il
il
Shija
Shije
va
va
ans
ounce an
riach.
rioch. Unigje.
Yes. I was a bit worried I had the word order mixed up, but there we go. There we go. We're starting to get into more complicated sentences now because we're getting more proficient in Gaelic. But that's a good sign. We're getting better. Yes, I know I don't have any events near me, but it'd be nice to set one up. I might consider doing that. Start. So let's learn more countries. Fiddle, feel,
Feel.
France, and rang. We're not getting a pronunciation.
Habitalu maniel.
I don't, or I would not like the fiddle.
En chachachu.
The black jacket.
Han rush roer.
Russia is too cold. Yep. Meteorologically and emotionally.
En chachachu.
And
An
shach you,
Ooh.
the black jacket.
Hassasing aan een Bretain.
England is in Britain. So that's I have a friend in Sweden.
Hami a fudach aan se garn.
I am living in Cornwall.
A wil feel racket.
Do you have a new fiddle? Don't know why we're learning about fiddles in the country section.
Ooh.
Is that oor?
Ooh.
And just likes to cut off mid-sentence. Sweden is important. Ha and tuen kudramach.
Hami a gober aan zijn rang.
I work in France. I am living in Cornwall. Ha mi a furach aan sy garn. Russia is too cold. Ha and rush ro oor. Ha mi ag iri
Eel.
Why did that? Oh, right, yeah. No. It marks me right, but yeah, it's just a little mistake there, but yeah, it should be I mean feel, not eel. It's not lenited when you're just wanting it there. So ha mi upper ounce
An.
rang. There we go. So I think we've just got one more lesson to go, and then that's us completed countries. So all excited for if I ever take my Gaelic speaking across Europe. And obviously we've
Avil a Horn, Rovla.
Is Cornwall too warm? Of course it's not. Ha I Ansen Elvish. She is in Switzerland. Yeah, that's a really strange translation for Switzerland. Elvish. Is that where they think like Lord of the Rings was set? Chanil and Tuan Rovla. Sweden's not too warm.
Awin Atte.
Ain is a river, a long river. I don't think we've come across that word before. And well, not in Duolingo, I've come across it in other instances, but Ain Adde, long river.
Va Avretten Vik Avin.
So Brittany was lovely. I'm sure it still is lovely.
Ha Avretten Vik Skunjal.
Ha.
Vretten.
The
Vik. Skunjal.
Brittany is brilliant.
Ha Anoster Fashk Iri Jeremulch.
So Oster, assume is Austria. Austria is near Germany.
Ha Fien Blaste Ansenetalch.
So there is tasty wine in Italy. Edulch. Ha mi a snav an ein. I'm swimming in a river.
Chavro Elisich an the Sheena Adiv.
So that's Elizabeth was never in China. China. Sheena.
Vla. Vla.
There is white wine in Italy. Ha Fion Gal Ansen Ejulch.
Awin.
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 Austria is not near Iceland. Chanel and Oster Fisk and Fisk are in Chile.
Ha Avretten Vik Skunjal.
Brittany is brilliant. The river in China.
An. Awin.
Awin.
Aun.
An.
Sheena.
Sheena.
We are in Switzerland. Ha.
Ha.
Sheen.
Sheen. Ounce.
An. Ilivish.
Elevish. We finally got the pronunciation. Okay, so there we have it. We have completed the first phase of countries. So we'll master this, and then when Scotland finally becomes independent and starts hosting Eurovision, then we'll be able to give our 12 points. Still haven't learned the word for Azerbaijan yet, but okay, coming so. And that's us opened new lessons as well. Brilliant. So, I will just spend a bit of time mastering these, and then in a couple of days, or maybe tomorrow, depending how I feel, we'll go on to Pets 2 and the Body and Days. So in the meantime, tap beleef for watching, and Martian Leven Draste. Cheery. Cheery.